The wonderful world of houseplants. They allow you to bring the beautiful outside world into your own space, filling your home with nature. But there is one problem. We don't have enough of them in our society. Hi, I'm Finian Munn, houseplant expert at Jung's Garden Center in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, and this is A Different Way to Save the World. Not everyone may have an interest in houseplants, or even just plants in general, but I think we can all agree they are beautiful. Not only are they a treat for the eye, but they are also extremely beneficial to us in our homes, as well as our entire planet. There has never been a more crucial time to get houseplants. The Rainforest Action Network says upwards of 7 billion trees are cut down globally every year, which is estimated to be about 0.25% of all trees on Earth. This number is too big to even comprehend and continues to grow exponentially. This is terrible for our environment, along with the multitude of other things we are doing to hurt this planet. We as a species should make a push for every household in the world to have houseplants scattered throughout them. Now ask yourself, how much time do I spend inside in a day? Half the day? 3/4? Maybe even 2/3? Well, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Americans on average spend approximately 90% of their time indoors, where the concentrations of some pollutants are often 2 to 5 times higher than typical outdoor concentrations. Not only does this show how much time we spend indoors, the air quality indoors is so much worse than the air quality outside. Houseplants are excellent air cleaners, as backed up by many studies conducted by groups of scientists all over Europe and also by NASA, whose research has found benzene, formaldehyde, and trichloroethylene, which all lead to nausea, vomiting, and can even cause cancer, are lowered by over half the normal concentrations found in an average home by houseplants. This, of course, then lowers your risk of symptoms from these terrible off-gases. The US EPA explains how the primary things that produce off-gases were mold, mildew, cleaning products, and even paint, among many other things. On top of this, groundbreaking research on health and environmental benefits of houseplants done by Dr. Rovilo and her team at the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that a majority of common houseplant species release beta-costal, an organic compound that provides people with protection against COVID-19 and other coronaviruses. Not only can the plant itself clean the air, but even the microorganisms in the soil of the pot can help rid the air of pollutants. It doesn't end there though. Christopher Lowry, a lead researcher at the University of Colorado Boulder, has found evidence that these microbes have antidepressant effects. Yes, that's right. To put it simply, Mycobacterium vacca, a microscopic organism found in plant soil, releases specific pheromones when filtering air that are absorbed by your body, travel to the neurons in your brain, and then mirror the effect of antidepressant medications by triggering the release of serotonin, the happiness hormone. It basically just puts you in a good mood. A plant in its soil may rid the air of negative pollutants and have antidepressant effects, but also just interacting with houseplants can reduce stress levels. Craig Knight and his team found in their research that there are 3 possible reasons why one's sense of well-being increases when in the presence of houseplants, especially in more productive environments like offices and classrooms. The first being there is an increased amount of oxygen gas in the air due to photosynthesis, which results in higher brain function, therefore leading to less drowsiness and making you feel more energized. The second being that humans are evolutionarily drawn to green, natural spaces, and this restores people's capacity for directed attention. And the final being that simply the introduction of plants in a workspace shows that attempts are being made to enhance staff and student well-being and environmental comfort, which therein has a positive benefit on what/who the employees think they are working for. Plants are even more important if you don't have a good air conditioning system. The bigger and leafier the plant, the better. Now you may be thinking, oh well, I don't have a green thumb, I don't think I can take care of houseplants, so this won't work for me. My friend, trust me when I say anyone can easily take care of plants. You just have to find the right one. There are plants for everybody. It just depends on how you'd usually treat them and where you live. Do you tend to neglect your plants and might not water them enough or give them enough sunlight? Boom, snake plant. Snake plants can go whole months without being watered while being perfectly fine, and they don't need bright light at all. In fact, they prefer lower light and can even grow in fully artificial light. This means you can just put them in the corner of a room or even in the bathroom and not have to worry about it for a long time. Since they have giant leaves, they clean the air extremely well, and on top of that, they can easily be propagated, so you can have them all over your house. Maybe you tend to overwater your plants and give them too much sunlight. Then the lucky bamboo is for you. The lucky bamboo loves water so much that you can just put them in a container with water, and all you have to do is refill it when it gets low. You can put them right in the windowsill and they love direct sunlight. They are also super easy to propagate because they grow really fast. You may start to be convinced, but then you think, what about mites? Aren't they going to destroy my plants? This can be solved very easily. If your plants are inside, there's a very low chance they will get mites to begin with. Most plants, like the snake plant I talked about earlier, have their own defenses against mites. The snake plant, for example, has very thick, leather-like leaves that are too hard for the vast majority of pests to burrow into, as they prefer softer tissue. On top of that, inside their leaves they have a substance that is extremely bitter tasting and can be toxic to insects, which naturally deters them. Even if you are still having problems with mites, you can get plant-safe mite sprays, which are very common, affordable, and non-toxic to pets. You just spray this on your plants and the mites will almost certainly disappear after a couple of doses over the course of a few weeks. Plus, it won't affect you or the plant at all. Here's a list that NASA made of other houseplants that are hardy, decorative, common, and clean the air very well. The plan is simple for all of this, as we as a society push to increase the average number of plants per building. The plant industry will grow immensely and plant prices will go down even more than they already are, making plants more accessible and opening up plant-related jobs all over the world. As you can see, there is almost no reason not to own houseplants. There are plants for everyone, they clean the air, they're beautiful, easy, and improve your psychological and physical health. Unsurprisingly, because of these reasons, houseplants also help the environment. I believe this next decade is an extremely important and pivotal moment for the preservation of our planet. With deforestation slowly eating away at its tree cover, as I said earlier, the increasing amount of emissions that are produced, which are growing faster than ever because of the vast use of AI, and the various types of waste we are dumping into our oceans as the corrupt amalgamation of our species is continuously fed by greed. We are the unfortunate and ungrateful organisms that must choose the future of our home, the home of all known living creatures. These are just a few of the reasons why humans desperately need more houseplants wherever possible, as they are another small yet impactful thing anyone can get behind. They have so many positive benefits for such little effort. Houseplants can aid in saving Earth in an additional and different way than the things we have already been doing. With all of this in mind, and the new year's right around the corner, how close is your nearest plant store? It wouldn't hurt to check it out.